Hi, I'm Cornelsen, and this is my Inclusive Leadership assignment for educational leadership. I chose to do two videos that focused on issues concerning inclusive leadership. My first one is called Inclusive Leadership.
My finance has actually undergone a major transformation, if I can say that, because it probably is.
Because I think we could start doing that.
Every day, we work together to tackle challenges and provide the best solutions for our clients. Our success in differentiating ourselves from our competition depends on our ability to recognize and make the most of everyone's unique skills and perspectives. We all view the world differently and interpret situations from our own frame of reference. Considering alternative perspectives allows us to view solutions from different angles. Things that appear obvious to some people might lose their meaning with others. Taking other people's needs into consideration and challenging our own assumptions reveals new possibilities. When individual strengths are overlooked, it can result in people thinking and acting the same way. This limits our potential to be successful. When teams work in isolation, they don't use the collective strength of the organization. Sharing knowledge across business and geographies improves results. When a team doesn't use all the skills and experience available, their results can suffer. Inclusive leadership is about providing opportunities for everyone to contribute. We work with a unique mix of people. When each of us embraces different perspectives, our potential for success has no limits.
So how are we going to do this?
I've just had a great idea.
I feel like this video talks a lot about we have public learning communities where each grade level has a team, and so we have to consider alternative perspectives. We have to challenge our own assumptions, and we have to share knowledge and provide opportunities for everyone to contribute and embrace our difference. Each one of us on the team has different experience. We have different perspective. We've been each one of us taught different grade levels, so we come in with a lot of knowledge and being able to use that knowledge and include that knowledge. But we also have a lot of differences that we can bring to the table from our experiences. The next video is called Great Leaders Grow. think as leaders, this is saying in this video that you need to continue to grow and learn, and personal growth is essential. I think we get that through professional development. We get that through observing other colleagues or other classrooms, or going to other schools and observing and seeing what they're doing. We continue to grow from our own experiences and reflect on what we've done. But as leaders, we need to just continue to grow and to gain that knowledge from whatever experiences we can. I found this is definition of inclusive leadership. In this definition, it talks about the environment is members feel respected, and they feel connected to one another, and they contribute and form group goals. Going back to PLCs, we make our team goals together. We respect each other. We're able to go to one another to ask for help and to get their expertise on or their perspective or experience on a subject area. Using the five, when I looked at the leadership for the 5 areas that we covered, the first one, model the way. A lot of times we have to use our voice, and you need to be authentic when you're using your voice to get your point across. I think a lot of times we want to do what we think people want us to do, or say what we think people want us to say, but instead you need to be authentic and honest, and I think they're going to be more receptive to that. Also, we need to look at that leaders are in the spotlight. We're on stage, center stage, and people are waiting for us to as leaders, they almost looking to make sure that we don't mess up, making sure that we're credible. So it's hard sometimes to be leader and put in that situation. The second one is inspired a shared vision. I think as teachers, before you even go into the teaching profession as a team leader, you have to have passion for teaching. You don't go in for the fame or the fortune. If you do, then you're in the wrong profession. We're here to make a difference. We care about our classroom, we care about our colleagues, and we care about our students and our families. And that's, I think that needs to be a shared vision through your whole team. And as a leader, as a leader, you need to be inspiring, a shared vision. You also need to listen to what people want and what they value and what they dream about. That just is every person. You need to not even only listen to yourself, but you need to listen to the people around you and take into consideration what they're thinking, not just go on your own. Third, the challenge process. Leaders are dedicated to making extraordinary things happen and are open to receiving ideas from anyone and everyone. I think I like this. I like a challenge as a leader. I think this comes from playing sports as a team. It was always a challenge. You're always on the floor. You're working together, but you're also working for a certain position on the floor, but have to work together and have to find roles to work together. You also have to you have to be able to cope with change and stress, and I think a lot of times that is challenging in itself. We come into education as a leader, and there's a lot of change, and you have to be very flexible, and this stress comes with it, and you have to be able to learn how to take the stress and use it in a positive way. You also need to be able to express yourself. You want to be able to show improvement, and you want to be able to influence the outcome of a situation. Enabling others to act. The first one is big. Trust within your team. When you have trust, the quality of communications there. You're able to share information that you probably wouldn't normally share. You're very accepting of change because you believe in what your leader is bringing, and your acceptance of the leader that is bringing forth information. And your team is very organized. In kindergarten, like I talk about, we have PLCs, and we each play a role. We do have good communications. We can go to each other. We share information with each other. We get feedback from each other. So you need to have that, and we have a great time. We're I feel like I'm working in a very positive atmosphere, in that I can go to any one of them and they would help me or communicate or tell me no, that won't work. So honesty and trust is a big thing when it comes to being a leader. Last, encouraging the heart. The first sentence, believing in others is an extraordinary, powerful force in propelling performance. You need to go in there with a winning attitude. You got to believe that you're going to be successful, and as a leader, you want to pick people that are going to be winners right now, not later on. You also want these people to communicate to the winners, not just with words, but through your tone of voice, your posture, your gestures, your facial expressions. You want to offer positive reinforcements. A lot of times, as we see in coaching, or because they're out on center stage, you sometimes see them screaming or using negative things, negative reinforcement. We can also do that in the classroom or amongst our team, and you don't want to do that. You need to keep it positive and use those positive gestures. Some of the challenges of inclusive leadership is, the first one is trust. I think that's the biggest thing, being able to trust the people you work with, and being able to rely on them with honesty, and sometimes that trust is not there. The second one is cohesiveness, being able to work together with a diverse group, being able to work with diversity. Not everybody's the same, and sometimes we want everybody to think like we do. The third thing is the willingness to accept change, that flexibility in there. Change is hard, but once there comes in that challenge of, well, I'm going to take the change and work towards it, take that challenge. But sometimes that that willing to accept change is hard for a lot of people. Accepting perspectives. Accepting different kind of perspectives in a wide range of groups. You come in and may have somebody that has a totally different perspective of you. You have to be able to look at that in a positive way and use it, and sometimes that is hard. Here are my resources for my assignment. I really enjoyed this assignment. I liked looking at inclusive leadership. It made me look at that I really have a really good kindergarten team, and we use a lot of this in inclusive leadership with all of us that do have a leadership role on our team. So I feel like for me, it's teamwork.